Hello and welcome, Namaste. Welcome to the Energetics Update with the Federation of Light. I'm Caroline Crawford and it's really good to be here with you today. I hope that if you celebrated Christmas and the New Year, you had a good one. It was peaceful and maybe fun as well, with friends or family, and if you were on your own, I hope that you found some joy and peace and comfort through that season. I just wanted to mention before I call in the Federation of Light that I feel it's very important for us all to just take a moment to acknowledge the changes that have already taken place within us. And within our lives, because I feel last year was rather up and down for many of us, and navigating through that, and certainly with these updates, has been quite challenging for us. But I found that the updates have really helped me to remain grounded and remain calm, because believe it or not, there are times when I can get quite anxious about things, more about how things are going in my own life, and finding that place to meditate and to listen and to ground myself with the help of our guides and our team is just such a blessing, and it is so helpful. And I know that there's been a lot of anxiety in the world, and I feel that trusting and taking that time to really go within, to connect on that deeper level to the truth within us, will help us all in these times, because I feel this year is going to be very fast moving. Some people say hold on to your hats, I would say buckle up. And it's almost like, isn't it, when we watch a movie, we can either kind of be on the edge of our seat, or we can just relax and let that unfold and know that things are moving in the right direction, and we have to trust that, and that also we are a part of that, with the thoughts that we have, with the connecting to ourselves as often as we can, and sending out those peaceful and loving energies, are bringing in to our lives and the lives of others a much greater, more positive, and most of all, most compassionate energy. So I just wanted to ask you to focus on that. Maybe at the end, just acknowledge how far you've come and the changes you've made, because I know I have felt a lot more relaxed, a lot more confident in my work and in myself. And I know some of you may think, oh, I don't look nervous. I'm not a nervous person, but sometimes I find that, is the channeling going to take place, but what will come through, because I never know what's going to come through. But there's other things as well that I've just felt so much more relaxed about, confident about. And as I say, it is important to acknowledge that. So acknowledge how far you've come, however small you think it is. It's really important we acknowledge that, because that then brings a greater energy into our lives. So I hope for the new year, whether you celebrated it at the 1st of January or the Gregorian calendar, which is February 10th, that whatever you wish and whatever you desire for, whatever you want to see in the world, really becomes a reality for you, with many blessings. So I'm going to call in the Federation now and see what they have to say. I never know, but I just trust that they're there, and their guidance is always so useful for us all. So I'll be quiet and allow them to come through. Greetings, dear friends. We are so happy and feel very excited to be with you today. We know that many of you have had some concerns about some of the predictions that are taking place on your planet, in your beautiful world. And we want to say to not get carried away with some of the things that have been dished out, if you like, by by many, that some well-meaning, but some we feel are speculating in many aspects and causing an anxiety and a fear among some of you, and almost a dread. And we want to say, allow yourselves to always, as we say, be aware of where you're applying your attention, of where you're putting your energy, because everything, and you're going to come to realize this so much more this year, is reliant and coming from your thoughts, by the beliefs and the thoughts that you have. Two people, dear ones, can look at a situation and give their account of that situation in completely different ways. And by holding the energy, by holding the space of positivity, of calm, of knowing and trust, you're going to find it's a much more enjoyable ride through this year than you're anticipating. Because we know that we have said this many times before, but these energies that this year are bringing in have built on the previous years. And last year was quite a tumultuous year, a year that was very up and down. But it was a year that you were making choices, whether you're aware of that or not, as to what you wanted in your life and what you wanted to bring into your life. And this is always a good place to have your focus, for those energies have been accelerating and clearing a lot within you that are maybe illusionary, that are not always what you've been led to believe. So as this clearing's been taking place, dear ones, this year the ground will have been cleared, and yes, there may be things, or there will be things that are still, if you like, rising up from underground, rising up from the darker elements. But this is very much playing out now in a way that you're much more aware of that, in that you know what is the truth and what is being fed to you in order to try and move you in a certain way. Now, most of you that are watching this, in fact, we'd say all of you, have a wisdom within you that you are learning to be more accountable for your thoughts, and to be aware of what's going on in your life and in your mind, and rise above to the consciousness of your higher selves. Because these energies that are going to be around, not just for this month, or maybe not even for the next month, but in the coming months, this very fast moving energy is coming in, because you are all much more able to see and to feel. The most important thing we would say is to feel what is right for you. Now, in our last month's energetic update, we did mention that feeling the energy, going beyond what you're being told, to listening to that resonance, feeling that resonance. And the more you know what you feel is right, the stronger your energies are going to expand, the stronger your energies are going to have that greater impression and greater input on the world around you, the greater imprint on the world around you, where there are so many more souls now coming together to resonate from their heart, to have a much wider influence of peace and harmony in this world. Now, we know that that isn't all that is taking place, and as these energies kind of swirl around in the world, this is why we say to you, find that stillness within, because as these energies are bringing forth many now of your innate gifts and your innate abilities, and that knowing, The knowing is one of the most powerful attributes of your higher self that you can embrace as you allow it into your life. And allowing is such an important thing to remind yourselves of, that you allow this energy of greater freedom, of greater truth, and of greater consciousness in your choices, because that is what's taking the whole of humanity forwards. For the energies now that are helping raise the consciousness of humanity are much more embedded in your physicality, in your physical body. And as you listen and feel those energies, and as our dear sister Caroline said earlier, acknowledge how far you've come and what you can continue to contribute to the world from your own life, from your own frequency that you have been nurturing and working upon. You're going to find that you too are feeling a greater strength and a greater rejoicing as you see the world beginning to turn around for the better. Now, the energies that are coming in also will be, in some places, causing a lot of, shall we say, energies that have been deliberately suppressed, deliberately hidden. And this again has been going on for a few years now. But it's not good to have everything coming out all at once. As chaotic as it has seemed, there is through that chaos, there is calm. Because through that chaos and these things coming out, the more of you that are holding that energy, that are not reacting and not overreacting to any drama or to any things that are very unpleasant that are being shown now, that are being brought onto the stage, if you like, because your reaction to that is one of calm, you're allowing energies to be transmuted and cleared. And as that happens, this is how your own souls are transcending, and that is helping, as we said, the collective, the consciousness of all humanity. The energies are also, we mentioned at the end of last year, bringing in a lot more technologies that are available to humanity now, but not just only in the healing field, but also be aware of what is opening up within you, what words you are using, and the wisdom that is unfolding from within you, because this energy is reminding you of the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are is gaining now in momentum, is gaining a strength. And as you speak your truth in a calm way, in a compassionate way, that is sending those ripples out into the world. And many others are beginning to speak their truth. Many others will be standing up and against or letting go of any resistance of that energy that is awakening within you. And these energies are expanding your consciousness in a much greater way this year. Last year, as we said, there was a lot of purging, a lot of clearing going on, and that may still be happening for a short while. But the more you recognize that that is what's taking place and allow yourself the time to rest, the time to release, the time to really take care of your vessel, of your physical body, of your mind, the stronger those energies are going to grow. And in fact, the more of your multi-dimensional self now is coming into your life, is coming online. And we know many have been having visions of things that are taking place in a positive way, because remember, your higher self, your soul, your spirit has that higher and that wider perspective of what is taking place, not just where you are in the world, but the rest of the world, and from that higher dimensional energy. And as you trust that, with these visions that are coming forth for you through your dream time, through your meditation time, through your time of stillness, again, it is here to reassure you that even when things seem to have gone completely chaotic and completely crazy, trust in that energy of the divine. Trust in that energy of yourself that is coming up, that is coming online for you to hold on to, that knowing that the reason you came here on earth at this time was to be part of this growth, part of that releasing of the darkness, that releasing of the almost human slavery that has been in effect for many hundreds of years. And yes, there is a pushback at times from certain organisations and individuals that wish to hang on. But we can tell you that the light has already won. Because on those higher levels of energetic dimensions, of energetic realms, that this has already taken place. And there is a sense of knowing from those lower energies of that victory, and it's almost like a grasping of straws. Remember, life is not meant to be too serious. Even when you see so much destruction in your world with the wars, know that the divine is moving you towards those higher loving frequencies for that great change, for that ascension. So we would also say, be aware of the relationships that you are in right now. Look back and see the relationships that have been forming, particularly the last 2 to 3 years, because soul groups are coming together to unite, to strengthen those energies that are being grounded and updated into the world. And that is such an important thing for you to acknowledge, and to keep up those nourishing relationships in support of one another. We, the Federation of Light, are always here at your call. No request is too small for us. Every single one of you, every one of you plays such an important part in this process of humanity. And these energies now are encouraging you to be united with your divine self, to be united with that part of you, that strand of your divinity, because this is what, as we say, you came to earth at this time, however difficult that may feel, however difficult that may seem. You know how strong you are. You all have that strength. So use and trust and embrace your strength, dear ones. For the energies, as we say, are accelerating, but they are also elevating you. Because as the divine energies come in, they are, if you like, embracing that part of you that is divine and bringing that up for you to shine your unique energies that you hold. Remember, you are all parts of the jigsaw, and every piece is a valuable piece. However small you may think it is, or however great you may think it is, every single piece of the jigsaw is a necessary and a very valued part of life on earth. As we say, dear ones, listen to your bodies. We would also encourage you to take the time to do some automatic writing. And by this we mean sitting quietly, taking a few breaths and connecting within and just writing what is coming through to you. Because whether you realize it or not, every one of you has guides, has higher beings, angelic beings and masters that are here assisting you through every stage. And through automatic writing, you can receive the guidance from your higher self, because your physical mind, that is not always designed to receive the higher energy, that is your intuition, your heart and soul, that can come more to the fore when your mind is out the way and your automatic writing. So we would encourage this. We would say it is a very useful tool for you to employ at this time and at any time. So think about using that tool to assist you in your own life, and you might well be extremely surprised with what information and guidance will come through for you. This is something that we can't encourage you strongly enough at this time. Going beyond the physical mind, going beyond the physical level, going beyond the physical thoughts to your higher mind, to your higher self. For this is where that ascension has been leading you and is leading you to a life of greater joy. A life of relationships where there is greater diversity, where there is more unity, where there is more acceptance. And yes, we are going to say that there are many systems on earth that will have a great change this year. The financial systems will change, but there is no need for any concern or any worry there. Just sit through and watch what unfolds. For trust us when we say there are many non-physical and higher beings, as well as you advanced in your humanness on earth, that have incarnated in the human body, that are also advanced beings, all part of bringing this change about. So there is a greater equality, so there is a greater fairness. We remind you that there is no need for hunger in your world. There is no need for struggle in your world. And these things will be changing immensely this year. This is not up for negotiation. You will see these changes this year. And also through your health and your well-being, there will be many things advancing there, working on an energetic level. For remember, dear ones, that anything that comes through the physical body has made its way through the mental and emotional body, even the spiritual body first. And to connect to the higher spiritual energies, this is where healing takes place. This is where wholeness takes place. So where there has been misunderstandings, where there has been programming and conditioning, these things are being dissolved away through a higher consciousness, through You're calling for a better way of living. So this is why we say, continue tuning into yourselves. Try the automatic writing if you don't already employ that. We again would urge you to do that, to bring about a greater well-being and a far greater power from within you that is based in light, that is based in love, that is based in truth. This is where these energies are coming in now to move you onwards and upwards. You are all higher beings. You all have that capacity to tune in to the divine. Trust that. Remove doubt and allow yourselves to really bloom into the fullness of your being. This is going to take great strides forward this year, as long as, we said earlier, you allow that to happen. So blossom, dear ones. Thrive in the bliss of your true self, your divine self. And know, as we say, your ancestors, your guides, your loved ones, your galactic family are always with you. If you have a difficult struggle or challenges, please call on us, and then allow yourself to be open and to listen to the guidance, to feel the love, to feel the reassurance and that calmer, strengthening energy that is coming through to you. Before we go, we just want to make one more simple request, that you do make sure you are drinking plenty of good quality water to keep your body hydrated. For as you're still on that transition period from carbon bodies to a more crystalline, energetic body, water is vitally important. So keep hydrated, keep loving, keep trusting. Allow these energies to move you into the truth of your being, and allow your light to keep shining through all. We love you so deeply. Feel our love. Breathe it in now. Feel it like a soft mist, drenching every cell of your being, all your energy bodies, all your thoughts, emotions, all your vital organs, every part of you, allowing and embracing and taking in that light with all our love. Be who you are, the divine, powerful, loving being of your true nature. Goodbye for now, dear friends, with all our love, always. Felt a very calming message today, and at the same time strengthening. But I feel that they're almost saying, steer your ship into the calmer waters and just observe whatever takes place in the outside world with a wise mind. Sometimes I know that's easier said than done, but there's always ways that we can go within, think about something that we feel brings us joy, think about things that bring us gratitude, think about the love that we have within us, the love that we share with others and with others share with us, because that is so strengthening and uplifting for us all. So have a great month and beyond, of course. Keep that energy and moving within you. Remember that exercise and movement is such an important part in our lives as well. So take all my love. Before I go, I'm just going to say that if this is the first time watching this channel, or even if it isn't, remember Paul, my husband, and I, Paul Crawford, we also have another channel called Soul Crew Lounge, where we give a monthly podcast that we're sharing with others, and we're hoping to really expand our audience. So if you would subscribe, if you haven't done already, I'd really appreciate that. And also I'd ask you to like the video if you have, and to share as far and wide as you can, because I feel that we're really growing a community here, and that's what's important, that even if we don't agree with everything, you know, we can agree to disagree, and by sharing in that loving way, we really are having a difference in our lives and the lives of others and the lives of this beautiful planet and humanity and the animals and nature. So thank you for listening. I send you all my love. Namaste.